Members, any comments this morning?
One of the things we might want to talk about today and, have a general conversation about is, I know there's been not lots of concern, but lots of conversation recently for mask usage and whether that continues to be appropriate or not. I thought might be something that we would like to talk about today and maybe make some comments about. As you're seeing in national media, and I know close here in our local counties about school boards making decisions as to eliminate mask usage and those kind of things. Obviously, we are in that position here at Clermont County. One of the things I wanted to just talk about this morning was the fact that, we are an employer, and an employer of personnel is in a little different position when it comes to COVID-19 compliance and those kind of things. The fact that we wear a mask is centered from sending a message from the top to our employees here at Clermont County. Obviously, we fall under the OSHA regulations, 1910 and 1926, that requires that we comply with the general duty clause, that we are to ensure that Clermont County employees work in a safe environment and that they're protected from hazards that could affect their health and well-being. OSHA has penned guidelines as to COVID-19. There are many things in those OSHA guidelines that talk about time, distance, and shielding, the need for washing your hands frequently, the need to stay distant from people, that 6 foot limited distance, and the fact that we model the mask usage here in Clermont County sends a message, to the employees that we are we believe in compliance and that they should take whatever precautions that they need to protect themselves from COVID-19. In addition to that, not only do we have a general duty, but keep in mind there is a liability here in Clermont County when it comes to workplace hazards, and that we've continued to provide that compliance to make sure that we limit our liability and the taxpayers' liability as to claims against non-compliance. We're coming very quickly down to a situation where there was a House bill that was put forth here in Ohio that limits the governor's ability to continue a pandemic or directive such as this, for indoor compliance of mask usage. Obviously, that was approved by the House and approved by the Senate, and then was overturned, vetoed by the governor, and then it was overridden. And obviously, that'll become law, I believe, in 90 days. And then there'll be a time when the House legislation can actually act on this. So, don't know what your comments are about that. Be great to have a discussion about it this morning if you have some.
Sebastian?
I would say right now that we're following the guidelines that are in place. And until that changes, I think we have a duty to follow those guidelines. I think we're all tired of wearing these. I've had enough of it, but I'm doing what right now stands a law until it is overturned, that we are to wear these if we're inside. And as you said, Commissioner Painter, I think we're setting an example, the three of us, for the other employees of the county. I know there are a lot of people out there that are opposed to this. They're opposed to having to wear them if you go into a restaurant, but there again, those places of business do not want to be shut down if they're not enforcing those laws. So until something else is done, we have to respect what we've been told we have to do as, owners of restaurants or businesses, or as commissioners of the county.
A big difference between what you do as an employer and obviously for your employees versus what you can do. I always give OSHA compliance kind of a thing that's, you're an employer and you put people out mowing grass, you have to put proper PPE on them. They can't mow grass in tennis shoes. You know,
Why
they
not?
have to
I
wear
do.
I was just going to get to that. I was just going to get to that. Because if you don't provide them the proper protective equipment, then you're basically in violation. When you're at home, like Commissioner Corcoran just stated, you can wear gym shoes mowing, and that is a risk that you take. You know, and that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You're obviously you're not going to file a workman's comp claim for being at home. You know, you will file one if
You never
you
know.
hurt you. Right.
Well, Commissioners, at the very beginning of wearing these masks, that's why I asked for the prosecutor's opinion. We received the prosecutor's opinion as to what we had to do. And again, when a final decision is made, and hopefully sooner than 90 days, we will again ask the prosecutor for an opinion, and we will then follow that. So any further discussion this morning?
None.
Okay, hearing none, do we have anything else added to the agenda this morning?
No, ma'am.
Nothing. Thank you.